Okay, little project update. It's been a few days, not really able to spend a lot of time on this, but progress is I swapped out the valve covers for some that I had. These are stock powder coated ones. I put in some fresh NGK spark plugs, and I removed this, let's say, like the chassis wire harness. So this side right here, this goes down the driver's side. That orange wire is the light for the trunk, and this is like tail light and fuel injector relay signal. Probably even the what do you call that? The gas gauge. Then this is some of the door harness right there, and then it goes across to the other door harness, and then some speaker wire going to the rear of the car. So yeah, the other day I was working on it, and I saw that I had to kind of backtrack because I put the ducts in, and those things go under the ducts. So making some pretty good progress, considering the distractions and other obligations I've been having. So I don't know what other details I can give other than I'm gonna keep working at it. Oh, here's one tip that I like to give is this is the door boot for the wiring, and you know, a lot of times these get chalky and stuff, and what I like to use is you could take some dielectric grease and using gloved hands, just smear it all over there, and that'll protect it for years. So, all right, gonna keep plugging away. So moving along, project for this hour will be, I'm gonna be welding in this seatbelt anchor, and then I'm gonna cut the hole right about here for the shifter. So I'm gonna mark that off, and then we'll come back and see it. Okay, so I got the hole made for the shifter, and what I used was a square that the edge was 5 3/8, and the center of the square was right there. This doesn't have to be super precise, but I'm not gonna bolt this in yet, because when I put the dash back in, it might get in my way. So this is just temporary setup. Then I got the anchor for the seat belt burned in. This is just to a jig to hold it from the back, so it's a long bolt with the underside. So we'll look at that. So that's what we got. Loosen that. And let's go look real quick. Okay, not too bad. I was worried about being able to center it good. That's pretty good. Because there was a possibility of going over the edge of that hole, so that's fine, because you're kind of working blind. So because when you get it tightened close, it's you can't pull it away. Oh, and as for this hole, I totally used the wrong tool for this. I didn't have you need an 1 3/8, no, 1.5 inch hole saw, which I do not own. And going to the local store, it was going to be like $45 with the hole saw and the jig that would attach to your bit drill kind of thing. So I took a risk and got this for wood at $17, and the edges held up well. What I did was I did drill a pilot hole and not use this to do the pilot hole. So I drilled a pilot hole, and then I oiled it well, and I went slow. So much for using the wrong tool, but it was hard to justify spending $45 to make a hole once, because I really don't see myself doing lots of floor pan. I mean, and if I do, that'll work again, so it's not ruined by any means. All right, I'm gonna throw some paint over that and move on to the next item. Okay, so more for today. I got the headliner out. I'll probably use the one from the donor car. I still have this one from this car, and it's in okay shape. It's been recovered. They both look like stock backings. This is a common thing where this foam stone starts to fall apart, can make a mess. So you got to be careful you don't crack this like it's cracked here. So just something to keep in mind. There's ways to patch that too. The newer stuff, if you do have a trashed headliner, they have them now that are made out of covered PVC, and they're really easy to install because they roll up and then unroll, and they go right in. But just some things I had to take out are the visors, rather, the A-pillar, the wire that goes down. There's also a big heavy purple wire that I eliminated. That's for the sunroof, so I don't need that up there. Then you have these clips right here that turn, but it's a very short screw. As you see, that just fell out. See that? Very short screw. So I got those over here. Oh, and the rear, the dome light, as I talked in an earlier video, has these little push things, and I used a pick to work away around them to get them out. So, all right, I'm not going to really be able to film with the headliner going in. It's way easier with two people, but yeah, I'm not really going to be able to do too much with the filming. I'll try a time lapse and we'll see. Okay, so I didn't set up the camera for the headliner. There's really no good position, but I'll walk you through it real quick. So you have to have the door fully open, and then diagonally from corner to corner, you go in with the front, and then you pivot it back. So the thing you have to set up first, though, before you even start, are these clips. There's 3 on each side. You put them in, and you don't tighten them all the way because they turn 90 degrees. And then so you want them all turned 90 degrees. And then when the headliner goes up, you can turn them to catch it. But the other thing I did to support it was attack the light first. So I had those little push fasteners standing by, like right here, and when I position the light, I quick put those up. Now the other thing you got to pay attention to is the wire for the dome. So that goes down the A-pillar on the driver's side, so you want to make sure that's positioned. Now you have the front trim that's going to hold in. So let's look at that real quick. So this is the one off the this original car. So I'm using the one off the donor. And these clips, there's actually 4 of them. So at each triangle cutout goes one, and then right about at that cut and that cut goes the other. So I bought some new ones, and some of the ones I had were good. And what I did was I put a little grease over here so they would slip in and go. So now the rear one, you cannot put the rear one in yet. So the rear ones look like this, but the side panels are captured by the bolt there, the screw. So there's a screw hole. If you put this up, you'd have to take it down and risk, you know, if you're going to try to sneak that in, risk bending it. So leave that out until you're ready to put in all the plastics. And so that lower side panel goes in, blah, blah. You can put the garment hangers in, so those will help hold it up. And it's not really, you know, it's not really flopping around too bad. So I'll be putting the mirrors in, but that's it's not fun to do by yourself, especially when it's fragile, but it can be done. So